The War Council of the Velfran Empire fell silent as the chamber doors burst open. Ambassador Marcus Hayes strode in, his boots leaving muddy prints on the pristine crystalline floor. Behind him, 2 security drones sparked and died, their circuits fried by whatever he'd done to get past them. The 7 council members, each representing a different allied species in the war against the human colonies, recoiled as Marcus approached their circular table. He carried a canvas sack in one hand and a leather folder in the other. His face was streaked with something dark, and his diplomatic uniform was torn at the shoulder. "You dare interrupt," began Council Prime Thek-Siler, his translucent wings flaring with indignation. Marcus slammed the sack onto the table. It landed with a wet thud that echoed through the vaulted chamber. Then he appended it. 3 heads rolled across the polished surface. Not human heads. These belonged to the Kravish, the mercenary species the Council had hired to eliminate human outposts in the Tertian sector. Their 4 eyes were still open, mandibles frozen mid-click. Purple blood pooled around them, eating into the table's protective coating. "These are your unstoppable hunters," Marcus said, his voice carrying the kind of calm that preceded hurricanes. "They hit Colony 7 2 days ago. Killed 43 civilians, including children." Thek-Siler's translator crackled. We did not authorize attacks on civilian." "Didn't you?" Marcus cut him off. He pulled a data chip from his pocket and flicked it onto the table, where it skittered past one of the heads. "That contains the Kravish commander's logs. Every target, every payment, every order traced back to this council. You hired them to terrorize us into surrender." Counselor Yira, a being of crystallized thought matter, pulsed an angry red. "Your species originates from a death world. You are dangerous. Unpredictable. You breed like bacteria and expand like viruses. We were protecting the stability of—" "We asked for peace," Marcus interrupted again. 17 times. "We offered trade agreements, cultural exchanges, non-aggression pacts. You responded with economic sanctions, then blockades, then these." He gestured at the heads. The council members exchanged glances through their various sensory organs. They had studied humans, of course. Knew they came from a planet with crushing gravity, toxic atmosphere levels that would kill most species, and predators in every biome. They knew humans were nearly impossible to poison, could survive injuries that would be instantly fatal to others, and possessed an irrational determination that bordered on insanity. But knowing it academically was different from having physical proof delivered to your war room. "How did you?" Thek-Siler started, then stopped. "Kill them?" Marcus smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. "The Kravish hunt in packs. They rely on superior numbers and technology. But they've never encountered prey that hunts back. I tracked them to their forward base in the Hadean Nebula. Alone." "Impossible," hissed Counselor SSK Wrath, coiling his serpentine body tighter. "That base housed 50 Kravish warriors." 47, Marcus corrected. "These 3 were the leaders. The others are still there, waiting for orders that will never come. I left them alive so they could spread the word. Humans make terrible enemies, but we'd much rather be friends." He placed the leather folder on the table, carefully avoiding the blood. "This is a revised peace treaty. Same terms we've offered before, with one addition: any further attacks on human colonies will be considered acts of war not against our government, but against every single human personally. And we take that personally." The threat hung in the air like radiation. The council members understood now. They had tried to intimidate a species that had clawed its way to sentience on a planet that actively tried to kill them every single day. A species that considered persistence hunting, literally chasing prey until it died of exhaustion, a viable survival strategy. Thek-Siler reached for the folder with a trembling appendage. "We will review your terms." Marcus nodded. "You have 48 hours. After that, we stop asking nicely." He turned and walked toward the door, then paused. "Oh, And you might want to update your intelligence files. Humans don't just adapt to hostile environments. We make them home. The doors closed behind him, leaving 7 of the galaxy's most powerful beings staring at 3 heads and a peace treaty, finally understanding what it meant to provoke a species born from a death world. The treaty was signed within 24 hours.